Welcome to the studio. How are you?
Good, thank you.
How are you,
thanks.
Brian, Stefan, Steve? It's all right?
Yeah, it's all good.
All good.
Well, we're very pleased to have you here in the studio, to have you in Chile. And, you know, the fans in this country love you a lot. And I suppose that you saw that tonight, didn't you? The love
Yes,
of the
yes, we
people.
did. Yeah, we kind of saw it as soon as the plane landed. Really.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How did you feel when you came to the country and you saw all that fans running?
Embarrassed,
Yeah.
scared, shocked.
Were you really scared?
It does get scary sometimes, you know. I mean, obviously it's flattering and exciting and all of those things, but you know, it can be frightening on occasion, you know.
Okay. And you know that the tickets were sold out 1 week before you came to this country.
Yes.
This don't happen very often in this country. I don't know when it was the last time. No. So
I think it's a record for us. I don't
Is
think
it a record
I
for
don't
you?
think we've ever sold like 16,000 tickets in a week. Yeah, I think we've broken a new record. So well done.
that's great, really. Yeah. So my congratulations for you. And then I would like to know how you felt tonight when you played. I know you mentioned that you haven't played for 5 months or something, and the first time after so long time, and then with so much people who really were waiting for you.
It was a bit of a shock, really. You know.
A lot of expectation, I think.
Yeah?
And it kind of puts pressure on you a lot. And normally, we do world tours 18 months long, so it's kind of, you just kind of, the machine's oiled. But last night was kind of, it was
Jump-started.
big pressure for us. But it worked out well.
I kind of felt like I was in sort of the driving seat of a Formula One car, you know. It's kind of, I think that's an appropriate metaphor, you know. It's just kind of, it's everything speeding past you, you know.
Just as long as we didn't disappoint anybody, that's the main thing.
I want to know if do you change the songs when you are on stage? Do you try to feel the feeling with the audience to play one or another, or do you play it?
We have our free jazz moments.
Do you have some free moments?
Sometimes. I mean, it's hard to do sometimes because it's such a long show, and it's kind of got, in a way, it's got to be structured just so you can get through it, because it's kind of high energy, and there's not really a lot of space to have freedom.
When you start changing things around and you start improvising a great deal when you've been on the road for about a year or 6 months to a year, then you really get a great deal of confidence, you know, and you feel like you kind of have to do that to kind of stop yourself from it becoming too repetitive, you know. But at this stage where we're at, you know, it's, yeah, we didn't play together for 5 months and then had a week's rehearsal, you know, so we're not at that confident stage just yet, you know. But I think we feel better now that the first gig is over, so the initial shock is gone, and we've reminded ourselves of what we do.
We talked to some people of the audience yesterday night and asked them what they thought about the show. Everybody was so happy.
Cool.
But they said that they really wanted to hear any cover, and particularly in this country, they love Pixies and they love Where Is My Mind. So people really wanted to hear this song, and the question is, are you going to incorporate any cover for tonight, or...?
Well, you know, no.
No? Okay.
I mean, let's put this into context. You know, you can't keep everybody happy all of the time. No matter how much you pander to what people want, there'll always be a group of fans who will come up to you at the end of a show and go, "You did not play the 4th B-side of the Japanese-only single that you released in 1973." And you say, you know, you can't make everybody happy.
Yeah.
There comes a time, I think, as well, that you get tired of playing other people's songs, that you want to put your material to the forefront, in the spotlight. And particularly with Where Is My Mind, became extremely difficult for us to play after having played it on stage with Frank Black himself. So
Kind of reached its peak right there.
yeah,
so.
and you know what? My question would be, so, you know, why would we come to a new country for the first time and not play our own stuff? You know,
Yeah, of
you
course.
know.
Somebody said that to me last night, actually, when I walked off stage, and said, "What happened to Johnny and Mary?"
We've never played Johnny and Mary
Never
live.
played it live ever. You know, we only played it once in the studio. What happened to it?
The other thing is that we decided to stop playing Where's My Mind when the Pixies reformed and started touring. You know,
Okay,
there's
and
kind
that
of
was
like
1 year ago.
yeah, well, you know, there's no point in sort of playing it anymore. Now,
No magic any longer.
Now that people have seen the Pixies do it, you know, when our version's okay, but it's not the Pixies, you know.
Yeah.
Bueno, Brian,
The only person I've ever seen play a Pixies cover while the Pixies were touring was when the Pixies were on the same bill, and that's David Bowie. You know, it's like, David, haven't you written enough songs of your own? You know.
Let's talk about the new material, about 20 years particularly. He spoke to you, Pato Cuevas, by the phone 1 week ago, maybe, and you mentioned that you really like this song of Placebo, just because it's new, maybe. And I would like to know what it is about, where the inspiration came to compose, to write this song.
Well, 20 years is kind of interesting because it's the second collaboration that we've done with a very good friend of ours called Paul Campion, who used to be in a Scottish band called AC Acoustics. And I co-wrote the lyrics to Every You, Every Me with him. And, well, we kind of had this riff for a long time, for about 8 years, you know, and we'd always kind of wanted to do something with it. And Paul doesn't have a band anymore, so he doesn't really have a context to release music at the moment. And initially we decided that we were going to try and do it for a B-side, but it turned out to be so good that it became a single, like Pure Morning was originally going to be a B-side. So it started with him. It started with Paul Campion. So he's kind of, he's the one who wrote the line, "There are 20 years to go." And so I'm not sure if he's kind of saying that about himself. You know, I hope not, because he's a very good friend of mine. But it just simply, as we were writing it together, he was in Scotland and I was in London, and we were sort of writing it by fax. It sort of became a song about the passing of time, recognizing one's own mortality, I suppose. But it's not really meant to be morbid. It's. I think the message in the song is, you know, realize that the moment is real, that the present is all that exists, you know, that the past is a memory, and, you know, that the future is just simply possibility and accident, and that the only thing that you can control and therefore enjoy is the present.
I will try to translate it. All the ideas.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we don't have so much time, so we would really like to know how the new eras for Placebo is coming, how the new record is going to be. I know that you are coming back after this Latin American tour, and that you're going to be Are you going to compose now, or are you going to be recording? In which process are you right now for the next record?
Studio will be the most immediate thing for us, I think.
Okay, so you have many songs, right?
Yeah, we're going to record when we get home.
Start our musical explorations.
Okay.
Land on planet rock. Really. Check it out.
And where are you going with the sound with this new record?
It's going to be a cross between Johnny Cash and the Village People. Country gay disco. It's kind of a new a genre that we're trying to invent.
It's coming.
Sort of gay cowboys dancing, you know. Okay. And that's going to be the new look as well, the gay cowboy look. Yeah. So you have been warned.
Okay. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you.
And good luck for tonight.
Thank you.